Hi guys. Um Welcome back. Okay, I'm gonna make this full screen for us. And yeah, so it's me today for the color and chat. Let's start it. Oof. This one's got quite a bit of numbers. Okay. So let's see. Today was the last day of my classes. So all the final stuff has been turned in. I should have finished the year off with 1B and the rest are A's, but I'm still waiting for final grades to get posted. But that's pretty exciting. I've been doing really good this school year so far. Should just have like 2 more semesters and then I should be completely graduated. The new Fallout season has come out, so we started watching that with our husband. First episode was pretty good for this season so far. I'm gonna be honest though, they took freaking forever coming out with this season, so I really needed that recap because I forgot what all they even freaking did last season. But it's pretty good so far, so I hope they're able to keep, like, I really liked the mystery aspect of it, like how we found out kind of what was going on with the vaults a bit more in the first season. So I'm just curious on what kind of, like, secrets we'll be uncovering this season. No, I have not played the games, so if it's in the games, then I have no idea, and I'm in for a surprise. I finished season 1 of Hannibal with the husband. That was excellent. Poor Will, man. Like, is Hannibal really gonna let him go down for his stuff? Ugh. We're gonna need a... I'm excited to watch season 2, though, to see kind of just what happens. Anime-wise, I've been watching the Gachiakuda, I think you say it. I have no idea. But it's been really good. I really love it. Deer is adorable. And like, I just watched episode, I think, 19 earlier today. Where they found out they were inside of the trash beast instead of, like, underground this whole time. So that was really surprising. So I'm really excited to see how they get out of that. I'm like, out of the cleaners, I basically like all of the cleaners. Like, I don't remember all of their names, but I think, like, Ruda's definitely a favorite. Deer is becoming a favorite. And I really like Engine. He's really cool. Out of, like, the villains, though, the one that needed to fight Engine, he's funny. I want to know more about him. I'm like, I haven't really been around. I haven't really been around much since the first trimester of the pregnancy because we were just throwing up so much, and I threw up like my whole freaking life, man. I don't like throwing up, so I kind of try to go back more inside to try to like avoid all the getting sick. But we're finally in like the second trimester, 20 weeks. So, I'm happy to say that the nausea has finally gotten a lot better. We are not really throwing up. I'm starting to be able to eat more things and keep it down. That being said, I'm still having to take my freaking nausea medicine like every day, like every morning. But normally I'm pretty good with just taking it like the one time a day, whereas like before I was having to take it like multiple times a day. I have a coloring book that I've been working on trying to make. Like, I'm drawing it, and after it's done, we want to try to publish it on Amazon. The theme of it is like seasons. So I have like some summer aesthetic drawings, fall, winter. Well, just summer and fall right now. And then I need to make the spring and winter ones. I'm about to start on the winter ones, and now that school's on break, I think I'll have more time to work on that some more. So I'm really excited to get that finished and get that put out there. It'll be my first like coloring book kind of deal. It's like a simple coloring book, but I wanted to try to gear it more towards like all ages, like adults, kids, whoever. Like, there's nothing, like no cuss words or anything in it, so anybody could color in it. We've also been working on Bad Apple Wars. That's a dating sim. And like, it's mostly Nicole's thing, but I do enjoy the dating sims. We're almost done with Higa's route, and then that'll be my second route completed for this game. And then we have one more Bad Apple, I believe, to get through, and then I get to see what the good apple side of things are. Like, spoiler for the freaking game if you haven't played it or whatever. But it's about like you wake up in this school and then you find out you're in like the afterlife basically. And the good apples want you to kind of like forget your identity and just focus on school and forget yourself and like pass on kind of deal. Graduate, they call it. And and the bad apples are like, heck no, I don't want to forget my memories and forget who I am. So they've been trying to like break the rules, because there's a crap ton of rules in this school, and then there's like some there's like unbreakable rules, they call them, because they're normally like limited, so they're not able to like break them. But now that, since our character's been there, of course, main character and all, they've been able to kind of break some of those, so we've been helping them do that. And as you play, depending on which route you're on, you'll learn more about that character's life, like when they were still alive before they got put in the afterworld school. So it's cute anime. It's it does get kind of emotional sometimes. I think I did cry a little bit for Alma's route. He was the first one I did. So I'm really curious on how Higa's gonna end, though. Because I'm not gonna spoil like the ending for the route, but I was really surprised with what Alma's ended up being. So I wonder if they're gonna like top that and what they're gonna do for what they're gonna end up doing for Higa's. I'm like, and then I know we've been trying to read like something every day. Nicole normally reads like The Midnight Sun, Twilight from Edward's perspective. Which, don't get me wrong, like I'm a fan of Twilight too, but I would rather read some of the mangas we've been reading. So I've been really focusing more on the Dai Island of Giant Insects. That's the... Oh shoot, I think Nicole already talked about it, but that's like the second one in the series. My poor girl Mutsuming, she is not getting a freaking break. Like every freaking place she goes to, there's more freaking insects, and nowhere's like freaking safe, and she keeps getting harassed by like all these girls. Like they're just touching her in the shower and stuff and not leaving her alone. It's ridiculous. I feel so bad for her. Like, I'm being told I should probably, like, talk about internal things, I guess. No flashbacks, really, as of late, which is honestly great. Not that I'm, like, trying to hold them back or anything. Like, if anybody has any to share or gets triggered or anything, they are more than welcome to share. We have a journal specifically to write down trauma memories so that no one else accidentally reads them and stumbles upon them. But none have been coming up lately, so that's been really relieving. It seems like we've worked through a majority of them. Like, I know that there's still quite a few like missing bubbles in our life and stuff like that, but a lot of it, it's like, okay, I know the gist. Like that was part of like cult junk, you know, and that's a whole nother rodeo in itself. And the parts that hold those memories, you know, they share when they feel the need to share, but for the most part, it's, you know, they don't necessarily feel like it's necessary to share all of that currently. And, you know, I'm fine with that. If they're not comfortable yet, they don't have to talk about it. But, yeah, like, we've been able to work through before quite a bit of the other, like, for lack of a better word, like, smaller traumas. I call them smaller, not because they're less impactful, but because it was more of a, oh, this only happened over a weekend thing, or this only took place like a few times, or whatever, compared to like what I was just talking about and how that took place over many like years and stuff, you know, like things like that. Um, like I've also noticed that that the group that's been more hosting lately, like more around, I would consider them the mainers because they're like the group that I first met when I first got diagnosed. Internally wise, they live in like the main house is what I call it because we have a lot of different like little areas. Like there's a group that lives in the woods, and there's a school, and there's like the church, and um, there's like a circus, an apartment complex. There's all kinds of places in here with different groups of parts that kind of live together, and I feel like they kind of live together because their traumas are kind of related. But yeah, like the ones in the main house though were they were kind of around for like some trauma parts, yes, but a lot of like just the normal everyday living. Like Jess has been around. She's currently helps when we need things organized. She'll help with chores. Um, she helps out emotionally with, I was gonna say with the littles, but it's ultimately with like all of us when we need help emotionally. Um, she's just supportive and everything. Um, but she was mainly around helping out with like school. And now that we're on break, I think she's kind of taken a little bit of a break. Um, we have Lou, she's normally out in like the mornings with me. We've been watching Miraculous Ladybug still. She freaking is loving that show. And then we've made time so that she can play Pocket Camp every morning and Animal Crossing on the Switch. She has a few things she likes to do on there every day. So, uh, that's been a pretty good routine. And I think she's able to help everyone kind of like relax and take it easy when she's around. And she does help out emotionally too. Like, she's good at distracting us if we're not doing too hot or just having us focus on more upbeat things. And like Parker's also been around. Um, he's kind of more around just for like relaxation time, such as like he really enjoys watching. We've started up watching Dexter again for him. Like Dexter wise, Dexter is a freaking mess, and I love it. um, he's struggling with parenthood and trying to still be a serial killer. um, so yeah, Parker's normally around for that, and then he'll be around when we watch Hannibal because he enjoys that show. I think he's also been somewhat around when we watch our anime because he doesn't mind like the more actiony animes. He does normally watch like the psychological thriller horror stuff though with us. Lynn hasn't really been around though. She, funny enough, just isn't really handling the pregnancy that well. Uh, but kind of was always more of like our party girl kind of deal. So I think she's just not enjoying not being able to do what she wants when she wants, which I mean, fair, I guess, but I think she'll enjoy it more after the little baby is actually here, because I know she wants to be like a parent, but yeah, I know she just, especially when we do feel more sick and stuff, she just doesn't handle that well. Oh, and then Sophie's been around a bit. She handles more things inside than out and about. But when she is kind of out and about, I know she does like the more fighting animes, which was something new we learned about her, because she's more of like our soft girl, you know? Like she does enjoy like the witchcraft and tarot cards, things like that. But I don't know, I just never thought she would like more of a shonen anime kind of deal. But yeah, I guess she does. So that was really interesting to find out. So she's normally kind of around when we watch the Gachi Akuda anime. That's mostly what we've been focusing on. I have no idea what I'm gonna watch anime wise after we finish this one. I've just been kind of going through my anime list and trying to freaking catch up on the animes that we've started and haven't freaking finished for some reason. Like I'll probably watch Mayonaka Punch, I think it's called. It's about like this girl who stumbles upon this family of vampires, and now they're all kind of like streaming and making YouTube videos together. It's cute. I like it. But we literally are on episode like 9 or 10 or something like that out of 12 episodes. And I'm just like, guys, why are we not finishing things? Why are we starting them and then like just abandoning shows and then starting new ones? It's funny, but also not funny, because when we take too long to watch them, I end up not remembering what's going on. But I don't know, DID problems, it is what it is, you know? Yeah, I'm like, manga wise though, I'm like, after I get caught up in whatever's out for the Island of Giant Insects, I have a few mangas that like get updated every now and then, so I'll probably do my rounds and get re-caught up on those if they've been updated. We read Dead Tube, which that is very like triggering, so don't watch that if you can't handle that kind of stuff. It's triggering on all bases, like violence, unaliving oneself, essay stuff, like all kinds of stuff goes on in that one. It's wild. But I'm like, Parker enjoys the darker things. We've also been reading Pumpkin Night when that updates. That one's another slightly messed up one, but it's more just violent, gory, stuff like that, so it's not as bad. And I don't know if it's just like the translation or if it's actually what's being said, but some of the dialogue is just really funny. Like that's another Parker one, I believe. Let's see, what else do we read? Oh yeah, we read Awari no Seraph, or Seraph of the End in English. That one I've been reading since freaking high school, almost like 10 years ago. That one's like vampires, mostly. Vampires, demons. Here in the later chapters, it's gotten really like timey-wimey in a little bit of the sense. Like you're finding out like some of the characters are actually like have been around for ages, and they're like actually like incarnations or whatever it is of like other angels and important characters and stuff. It's pretty wild, but it's good. I like it. It's another like battling one. They fight a lot. They did make that one into a anime, but there's only like one season out of that, and the manga goes a lot deeper into it, obviously. Like we're way past where the manga or where the anime left off. Oh, what else? Oh yeah, Black Butler is another one I've been reading since high school, and I love every single freaking arc they put out of that one. I'm so happy that the anime, they've been kind of like catching up with the manga a bit, like trying to do more like they just been doing some more of like the more recent arcs and stuff. Like I can't recall what arc we're on right now. I want to say like an arc just ended or one's just starting maybe, but I don't recall. I normally remember it as I'm reading it. I kind of think that that's all in terms of like making my rounds with my manga. I know I do really need to focus on Blue Exorcist. I'm only on like I don't even think I'm made it to chapter 100 yet. I don't remember where I'm at in that. There's a whole like war going on or something. I like it when I'm reading it. It just I don't know. I take such long breaks from it. I need to watch the anime too because I think I would enjoy that. The characters are really enjoyable. I don't remember her name, but she has like short eyebrows and everybody keeps bullying her for it, and she's probably one of my favorite characters. And then there's a bunch of other manga that I've started and read like a couple of chapters in and then just kind of abandoned, so I want to go back through and catch up on those. Like I have a few webtoons also that I've already like bought all of, and I just need to freaking read them. Oh yeah, and then webtoon wise for like stuff that's being updated, I'm like I spent a handful of days just getting caught up on Max Level Newbie, the solo leveling webtoon. And I really like the webtoon. But yeah, so I caught up on that and then I took a break because I was trying to let it build up some more. And I guess I took too long of a break because now there's a crap ton of chapters again that I need to catch up on. And then I've also been reading, I think it's like After the World Falls or something. Like, I got pretty far in that before I took a break. I think it also just got a little confusing for me. Like, I really liked the part when they were in, like, the tower and stuff. And then all of a sudden, now they're in, like, this open world thing, and there's gods and all kinds of stuff going on. And it's good. It is really good. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I get confused easily, and then I just kind of keep reading it. And then I'm like, it'll make sense if I just keep going, you know? So I'm sure I'll fill in the blanks by the time I, like, get to the end of it or whatever. Um, and then we've also been working on, like, a story. I wrote, like, a short story a while ago, and I've been trying to do more, like, add more to it so it's a bit longer. Um, because I want to be able to publish it also, but I want it to be, like, worth getting, you know? Oh, yay. Got the meme done. Okay, but yeah, so I've been trying to work on more of that story, get that done some more. And then I want to publish it. But I'll let you guys know, like, when we do get the coloring book and book done and stuff. But yeah, just trying to do more hobbies and stay on top of school, and the head feels more together because of the group that's been around more. Um, but yeah, so that's been me, I guess. It was fun hanging out and chatting with you. I hope we have another good time in the next color and chat. I'm not sure if it'll be me or someone else, but yeah, if it is me, I'll make sure I write down some notes so it's more cohesive instead of this one. But yeah, glad I could just yap at you for like 30 minutes. Well, see ya, and see you in the next one.